Coronation Street's troubled Nina Lucas could be set to start a fire in the Roy's Rolls cafe as she gets revenge on her uncle, Roy Cropper, who made his exit from the ITV soap on Wednesday night. Nina, played by Molly Gallagher, hasn't had the easiest year on Coronation Street as she has been at the center of a harrowing hate crime storyline. Just as it seemed she was ready to move on from the trauma villain Corey Brent, Maximus Evans, had caused her, Roy, David Nielsen, made a decision about his own future on the cobbles after getting caught up in a web of lies to save ABI Franklin, Sally Carman, from going to jail for trying to kill the boy who murdered her son. When he made his exit from the ITV soap at the end of Wednesday night's double bill, his niece was heartbroken, but could she get her revenge by burning down the business he left in her name? The first episode of the evening began with Nina worried her uncle was going to take his own life as he struggled with the guilt he had over the part he played in Natasha Blakeman's, Rachel Leskovac, death. When he did eventually turn up at Roy's Rolls Cafe, the stalwart explained to his niece he was going to leave the cobbles as he could face seeing Sam Blakeman, Jude Riordan, every day and being reminded of what he did. He also told the Gothic character how the past year had turned him into a man he didn't recognize anymore, and so he was moving to South America to take on a job as a chef. Not wanting him to leave, Nina gathered all his loved ones to try and persuade him to stay, including the likes of Carla Connor, Alison King, and Kathy Matthews, Melanie Hill. One by one, they shared their memories of him and the impact he has had on their lives, but this was not enough to stop him. By the end of the second episode, Roy was packing his bags, but Nina wasn't going to give up without a fight as she made a tearful plea for him to stay. "Please stay. We can sort everything out, I know we can," Roy's niece said to him as he headed towards the doors of the cafe. The Gothic character ended up locking the door to Roy's Rolls, but with the car outside, the stalwart said, "It's unfair to keep the driver waiting. I cannot believe you're doing this. I didn't realize you could be so cruel," Nina remarked as she stood guard of the door. "One day I hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive me, but this is my only hope to make peace," Roy explained. "Go away and atone for what I've done," he added, to which Nina said, "You don't need to go away to do good. People need help here, too." Roy replied, "As you know, I have gifted you my estate so you will always have a roof over your head and money coming in. And a place to call home in this kind, caring community," he continued as his niece continued to dry her tears. Knowing she could do no more to stop him, Nina unblocked the door but had a few choice words for her uncle in hopes her words would hit home. "You know, when I was beaten up, it was you who brought me back. It was your voice I could hear as I drifted in and out of conciseness." Nina added, "My dad left me because he had no choice. He would have given anything to spend more time with me, be it a week, a day, an hour even. Please don't do this to me, Roy, because you're the one person in the world I trust and I love you," she continued with tears rolling down her face. As he made his apologies and headed for the door, Nina said, "You promised me things. You promised me you would always look after me." Unfortunately, this wasn't enough to stop the stalwart from leaving as he opened the door and walked out to the taxi. In the closing moments of the episode, he was seen looking out of the window as he recalled his memories of the past 26 years. Over the next few days and weeks, viewers will watch as Nina struggles to deal with losing the last family member who is still alive. It is going to be a tough journey for her leading into Christmas and the New Year, and it's already been teased she is going to struggle over the festive season. However, this could lead her to make some questionable decisions, one of them being torching the Roy's Rolls Cafe out of spite. Knowing her uncle built a reputation for himself with the business and not wanting his help through inadvertent means, she could decide she no longer wants it. With the sale taking too long and again, this avenue giving her an income through him, she could set starting a fire would be the only means of getting rid of it. The residents of the Cobbles would be shocked to see she has taken such drastic action over her uncle making an exit from Weatherfield. An iconic landmark of the Manchester-based show would be no more, as it would be burnt to the ground, with no means of recovery. As Nina would not want to restart the business, and with Roy not making a return, this would be the end of an era. However, she wouldn't get away with the arson attack without consequences, regardless of whether the business is in her name. Will the beloved character be spending the festive season behind bars as her revenge plan spectacularly backfires on her?